what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? Yeah, dude. No, I think I'm gonna go to this like pre-Alamo battle zone. I don't think the main creek bed is like in the heart of downtown. I think I'm gonna go upriver from it. Um, I might get a picture of a little plaque, but it's pretty freaking nasty in the area. Back in the days of the Alamo. Today's your last. I thought you weren't scooping anymore. So you're still scooping, huh? I don't know what kind of food I need to get today. Let's see. Well, cool, man. Are you excited? Dude, it's like raining nonstop, dude. It rained all last night, like late, like around 2:30 yesterday, and it rained all. It's going to rain all day today, and then tomorrow till about 5 is what it's scheduled. It looks like it's going to rain all day today. You had 8 of them. Oh, okay. Oh, 5 on Thursday. Okay. Yeah. I've just been watching YouTube all morning, and I haven't been like doing much of anything, man. I mean, it's well, one the grass wasn't growing, but it's going to definitely grow now with all this rain. So I'll be plenty busy tomorrow, or well, not tomorrow, but next week, which is cool. I got a sod job next Friday, but yeah, I wonder where. I might go get a burrito taco. Birria. Birria. Almost done, huh? Are you excited about? So I guess so. Hey, everyone, go sub to Robbie's Fly Tying channel. I mean, he's got a cool channel. He's going back to Idaho where he trout fishes, and then he travels to some other spots. He was supposed to stop by my house on his way home, but he told me he wants to avoid the drama of my life. So I'm like, that's fine, dude. Yeah, he doesn't want to be on YouTube. He just wants to do his own YouTube thing and just ditching killer, man. Now, I don't even know if I could let him stay at my house right now, man. We got all these kids, man. Yeah. And work's been kind of slow. I mean, this is like, well, Monday will be the last day of March, and dude, and business has not kicked off. Last year it kicked off good in March, but not this year, man. It's been 45 degrees in the morning. Hello, X. Hello, X. Is it Xamon? How you doing, buddy? So, hey, how about everyone doing this? Um, hmm. You know where I think I'm gonna go? I'm gonna go to Cibolo. That's where I'm gonna go. Oh no, I'm gonna go get some. Where's a barbecue place off Blanco? No, I'll go to the one in Cibolo. But yeah, it's been kind of a bullshit year to mow lawns. I mean, all my customers are kind of cheap. They do the bare minimum, and I'm okay with that. So I got some good customers. Um, that they just kind of want to. Well, can you just do the front this time? That's all I got. You know, it's in my neighborhood. I mean, I'm broke too, so almost went in there. I'm gonna see if I can go to Cibolo. Let me think where that place is at. It's pretty good, but and then I'll go to the I'll do a video about Azatlan Creek in the pre Alamo standoff. Let's see where do we go here? Let me see. But yeah, so you know my barbecue guy. Oh, why did I even go this way? My barbecue guy. I don't know. I think he had surgery, man, and and he's not back at work, man. The one that I get in trouble at with his customers. I mean, because like a lot, I mean, he likes me, but all of his customers, you know, are kind of like are like Democrats. I mean, it's obvious because if I wear, because I had like a Trump sticker, and I have to, and some of them talk to me about Trump, you know. I mean, it's kind of a new time and a new political space, you know. Um, like we have a lot of, you know, like what do you call it? Oh, what's the correct term? Black Americans. Yeah, I'm driving, man. I this is my personal vehicle. I'm not like a truck driver. Come on, give me those up there. There's some or wherever the thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up, man. Push the live out, man. I mean, because like it's cool when I get like 3 or 4 hours worth of watch time off a live. You know, for doing a live for like 30 minutes. You know, when I get a lot of people in here. But yeah, I mean, I just you know, I drive for my business, and but today I'm off because it's raining. I do landscaping and lawn maintenance, and I can't do it today because I mean it's literally been raining almost 24 hours straight. I think it probably has been started well about noon, maybe noon, 2 o'clock yesterday, something like that, and it's almost noon here today, and I'm okay. There we go.
How about now? How's the audio now? I just forgot to turn off my dash. Is my audio good? Okay. Yeah, I forgot to turn it off on the dash up here. I do that sometimes. Okay. So you could barely hear me. All right, sorry. So I'm going to go to Azatlan Creek today, but the real battle spot was kind of just west of downtown San Antonio, like west of the Alamo, like a couple of miles. And right above that area is Woodlawn Lake, and you can look up Woodlawn Lake. They always find bodies. They always find bodies in there. So I'm sure I know where I'm going to go. It's kind of a exposed area. Like, I mean, it's not exposed. It's kind of a wild area. And I'll just tell you about the battle from there, and kind of show you what the area looks like. I mean, I'll drive by there and take some video of the battleground that was there, that how it looks now. And I don't think that Woodlawn Lake is a natural lake. I think it's man-made. It used to be really good fishing. Like, all the people would go swimming in it, but I wouldn't swim in it. I don't know what. I don't know what's in there now. We call it the west side of San Antonio. Like, when you say the west side, you've got to be careful not to get shot. You got to be careful to not get mugged. You got to be careful not to step on needles. You got to be careful of all kinds of stuff. And so me driving over there in this nice truck, they'll probably think I'm over there looking for drugs, and you know, and pull me over. And I just go, well, no, I'm no drugs, man. No drugs. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't really want to go to the actual battleground. So they got a plaque there, and I'll get a picture of the plaque. I don't know. I mean, it's kind of close to I-10, so I can get off of I-10, take a picture, and then frickin' leave, you know. And then I'll go to the creek bed, and, like, upstream, because I've been to this spot before. And so I'll make a video about it, and I'll tell you about this battle. It was a pretty cool battle. It was kind of a morale thing, because overall it was a folly, really, because it didn't end up being what it was supposed to be. But it probably enticed more people to defend the Alamo because it gave them a false sense of security, I think. But you know, I think that they would have abandoned the Alamo and just all met at Goliad and fought at Goliad. Goliad's a far better fort than the Alamo. The Alamo was actually a mission, and they literally stacked up logs and made little branch barricades to block bullets. But you know, I mean, they're very, and if you've ever read up on Goliad, that's a nice fort. They call it a presidio. I mean, that's a better fort, but they were dumbasses, dude. So they had this guy. I can't remember what military school in Goliad. I mean, I guess it could have been West Point. I don't know. I don't know how long West Point's been around. But this guy just went to West Point, and he was a so that when you go over to Goliad and just north of San Antonio, but when you get into the desert aspects of Texas, you know, there was no reason to own slaves because you weren't going to be growing any cotton, you know, out in the desert. Like, I went to where that one video was, where there was they had a Confederate Army outpost out there that guy James Callan occupied and protected pioneers from Indian raids. So I mean, that's all he did. But so the thing about it is, yeah. So I can't even remember the guy, the commander at Goliad, but he was a numbskull, man. But he was a slave owner, and he had a plantation, and he went to like West Point or some kind of prestigious military school, and so that's how he got his commission in the Texas Guard or whatever, the Texas militia that was going to repel. So I think we had Confederates time, and then we had oh wait, no, the Confederates came after the Alamo. I can't remember when I guess the Alamo was before. So that guy Callan joined the Confederacy. That's probably what it was, because he was too late for to defend from Mexico. That's what it was, because during Mexico. So yeah, so Santa Anna, he was in charge of like Texas and California and all that. And, you know, depending on who you get your history from, you know, like the Mexicans will tell you from Mexico that Santa Anna, he was in charge of like all these American territories that were lost with the revolution, and so he was disgraced, you know, and I mean, I guess he had money. Maybe he didn't want to do any more battles, but they think they portray him as a joke and not a serious threat. I don't know. I mean, he was able to whip up on like 100 people with 5,000. So, I mean, he had a Napoleon complex, I guess. But yeah, so this battle today that I'm going to try to go look at. It's in Azatlan Creek, and I'm not going to go to the west side of San Antonio because of the crime rate. Yeah, so right upstream from the battleground, there is Woodlawn Lake, and they found a dead body in there the other day. And it could be that they were like there's a lot of junkies over there. There really is. So you just don't want to go and film a video, but I'll go talk about it. And talk about Azatlan Creek. It'll take me a little while. It's going to be rainy. And I think that the creek there is kind of looks more like, people go over there and bass fish in that creek, and it's like, I mean, it's like got all these tires and shoes and stuff hanging around, but they catch these huge bass, just gigantic bass down there. That dude John B goes out there and goes fishing. He travels and he just goes in. You know, this creek, it goes into the Riverwalk. Anyhow, but yeah, so it's crazy, man. It's crazy what happened. I don't even know if I want to go to even where the sign's at, because yeah, it's gonna be like traffic and all that. And I'll just go to the creek bed, I think. Just kind of tell everyone about it. I don't want to tell you about what the battle was, because you'll go look it up and you're like, yeah, I can see your point, but nah, we'll save it for the video. But hey, man, come on, give me some of these, man. Give me some of these. Come on, give me some thumbs ups. There's only 2 people on now. Did Robbie Bell? So they're really, I guess they're still pounding that signal lap thing with the, you know, so there was supposed to be a security hearing in Congress, and instead of talking about the real security breaches, you know, someone like, well, oops, they got into this signal app and listened to Hegseth. You know, it was stupid, man. There's actually a Mexican restaurant over here. So if I can, like, there might be a park at this one spot I can go talk from. But apparently there was like some Comanche battles, like out near my, like out in my neighborhood. I gotta look those up and see where they're at and kind of go to the location. So there was this one spot at Lady Bird Johnson Park that they what did they do there? But you can actually there it was like it was another one of the Mexican battles. And it started like over like Austin Highway Perrin-Bidle area, and then ended up like Nacogdoches at the Lady Bird Johnson Park. And they're because I mean, I don't know if you still can, but you can literally go and find like musket balls like on the ground and all that other stuff. And like if you find like a dead tree or something, like a big that was old, had some age on it. I mean, and if you happen to dig through it, you could find musket balls in these trees that you know they grew around them, and then eventually you can't find them when they're in the tree and it's still alive and not rotting. But there's a Jalisco Mexican place. I tell y'all, man. So my wife sure does does a great job at staying beautiful, and she's just absolutely beautiful, and she's in her late 40s and looks just great. And I mean, and you know, I mean, everyone's like, wow, you know, this, I mean, no, she's not a supermodel, but she was at one time. She was beautiful, man. I mean, she's still beautiful, but when they say supermodel, you know, she would probably never be like a supermodel, because you know, just because of her build, she's short and a curvy Latina. And when I first met her, she was woo and looked great, but she would never be like model for any kind of. But she, you know, it's just like Anna Nicole. You know, Anna Nicole had her specific type of modeling that she would do. But you know, she made what is that? Can't remember that lingerie magazine. Can't remember it. Fredericks of Hollywood, maybe, I don't know. But they would never feature her in like Fredericks of Hollywood just because of the nature of the build of her body. Not that her body didn't look great. Well, that's how my wife's is. Her body looks great. Beautiful face. You know, nice legs, cute, petite. You know, but there would just be some kind of modeling that she could not do because of her build. They like 5'9", long, skinny legs, some, you know, stuff that accentuate their product. That's not my wife. My wife isn't long and 5'9". She's on the shorter side, like 5'4". But yeah, she just looks beautiful, man. I mean, you know, I'll be 60 in 4 years, and she, you know, God, I mean, she's still arm candy to me, man. You know, just very beautiful. Let me see. I don't know if I can go this way. I might go another way. But yeah, so Hegseth, here y'all are just watching me. Let me see. there's people over here. I'm gonna try to find that barbecue place. Man, it is like really raining, dude. It's like just wet everywhere. I mean, for 24 hours straight. And most of the time, it's just been really hard. Now it's sprinkling. So, yeah. This might be where I can go. Okay. So, all right. Well, so yeah, so Hegseth and and Tulsi Gabbard and the Signal app and that CIA director Radcliffe, is that his name? I can't remember. There's so many names that you have to remember politically. Tulsi Gabbard, Kash Patel. Yeah, they're. I mean, I don't blame them. I don't blame them for kind of redoing the government. I mean, with the way things are, it's kind of a shadow, like a shadow government. There's opposition, and they claim to be part of the government. So it's like it's a two-tier government, and I don't blame them for. Here we go, Main Street. Yeah, I'm gonna go into this barbecue place. Here it is. It's good, man. I'll get more than enough to eat. I'll ask my wife, because she never wants to go eat barbecue with me. I could have made some tacos. I should have made some tacos. The boys will like tacos. But I haven't eaten any barbecue in a while, man. Yeah, children are really expensive, man. And I'm going to come over here and freaking hand out some flyers, man. Let's see where I need to go. It doesn't matter. I just got time on my hands. I ain't doing nothing today. So you know what's weird? Sometimes people don't. You're sitting there trying to get their lawn in shape, and you do everything you can, and then they're just unhappy, right? And you put a lot of effort into it, and they're not giving you much, and they're just not giving you much. And I feel like, and this guy was my friend, and he was just a total jerk about it, about everything, And I felt like going over to his house and just see how his lawn looks, see if it ever recovered as a result of my efforts. I mean, I cut down everything, and he was my friend, and I was taking care of him. I did a lot of work for him. Dude, let's see if this is oh, it doesn't look like it's it looks a little high, but it doesn't look like it's flooding. So I used to do a lot of fishing videos here. But I kind of got burned out on it, coming over here all the time. Well, because there was just gobs of snakes, thorns, wasps, like just tons of water moccasins over here. I mean, and most of the time they're not aggressive, But you catch them at the right time of year, man, every water moccasin will chase you out of their part of the stream. And you know, and even so, when you see like a bunch of water moccasins there, even when there's no when they're not water moccasins, like the water snakes, just scare the shit out of you. I mean, it scare you to no end. But so, did y'all hear about that girl that God, where was she from? Well, she was over here on a student visa. She was a graduate student, and you know, and I appreciate when people don't sensationalize like what happened, and they give you the facts, and they go, well, if they're green card holders, or if they're over here on a student visa, well, they cannot be pro terrorist, you know, they can't, and Trump's enforcing that, and you know, and it's not the norm, and you know, and now people are going to take them serious and take our government serious, and that's the problem. No one's taking our government serious, and everyone's saying we're the laughing stock, you know, and you know, Elon's trying to, you know, it's a have it your way government for a long time, you know, have it your way, and all these voters, they ask for really ridiculous stuff, and you know, and it drives the price up, and then you got to bring in a better voting class, and you know, and it's just bullshit. Like you know, that's sympathetic to your party, and so you hand out all these immigration stuff, and you know, and really it's just it's trying to restructure our voting bloc, and it's you know, and I'm glad that most of America have woken up about it. But because, you know, I mean, I've lived here my whole life, and you know, I mean, it for me, it's like, it's kind of hard to refer to them sometimes, you know, like my neighbor. I'm good friends with him. I love his family and stuff, but they, like, they're Americans, but their heart's not in America. They're not criminals. They'd much rather go back to Iraq, but they're not. They go because it's just full of terrorism, and you know, and I understand that, but you know, I still call him, you know, I still like to say he's a foreigner or he's an Iraqi, because that's where his heart is, and he'll tell you, if my country ever gets straightened out, I'll go back. I love it there. He goes, but it's you know, it's not a good place to raise kids right now. So, you know, people don't like that, and you know, and that's just, you know, and that, you know, when you raise a family, you know, like if you have children, your first neighborhood to move to would not be in like a big city that was ridden with crime and drugs for your children. You wouldn't want them to go to that school. Some people don't have those alternatives, and you know, so it's kind of ridiculous, but that's what happens. You know, but this girl, she was pro-Hamas, and they revoked her visa and sent her back to her country. You know. So, have any of y'all, are any of y'all like American and have like student loans? Like, my wife has not got a bill for her student loan in a while. I mean, I don't know what she calls a while, but normally it comes like clockwork. She gets reminders, you know, because she can't like pay everything all the time, you know. And maybe this is the barbecue place. I think this is. Let's take a left up here somewhere. I miss what I love about Cibolo is that my sister found out all the restaurants here, and she used to take my mom and I and my wife, and you know, and it connects me with my sister, man. She's been gone 3 years now, like, and it's her birthday in about a month. Let's see, shit, dude, will she be 57 or 57? No. 58, 59. I gotta think. Yeah, she was just a very sweet. I mean, she was who I spent my holidays with, and you know, my older two siblings, they never really spent holidays with me, and my brother's kind of starting to, you know, like, kind of warm up, but my oldest sister isn't. There's almost a 10-year difference between my sister and I, and you know, and she has never gotten out of the habit. Like, she still talks to me like I'm a 3-year-old, and if she could grab my arm and yank me around, she probably would still do it. And when I call her out on it, she gets mad. I go, you know, what's going on? I mean, I don't have any contribution into this discussion about mom and dad. You know, like when my dad was sick, you know, she would shut me down, like, you know, like, hey, you're a 3-year-old, you know, because I am the youngest, but I'm not a 3-year-old. And you know, and I would snap at her and get angry. I go, you know, I'm part of this family too, you know. I mean, you know, what's going on? Well, now her husband doesn't like me. I try to go up and just joke around with him and give him a hug, and he goes, and he's like 65 or 63. He goes, you better not, man. I mean, he doesn't realize that this stuff with my sister and I, my oldest sister and I, is like sibling rivalry. But, you know, I don't have to put up with rudeness, and according to him, if it comes from his wife, I need to put up with it, or he's not going to invite me anywhere or whatever. So I don't get invited to Christmas out to my sister's house, my oldest sister's. The sister that passed away, who was like 2 years older than me, we spent every Christmas together almost. And her husband, it was kind of sad. They were actually having marital problems, and they got divorced. And then, I think I messed up. Well, I'll find somewhere to eat over here. But they got divorced, and like a year and a half later, she got diagnosed with stage 4 renal cancer, kidney cancer, and you know, and like right at a year's time, they gave her a year to live, and she died, man. And it was the hardest thing in the world, you know. And when you have like my sister and I were close, and when you have a sister like that you're real close to, and I was helping her for like, she was still good up until about 4 or 5, maybe 6 months to her, you know, she was still getting around and all that. But I went with her I took her to her doctor's appointments, like, because she would have to go to Houston, and I took her there because, you know, after her therapy there, because she, you know, they did pretty aggressive therapy on her to prolong her life, and it didn't work, obviously. But she would be too sick to drive back, so she wanted someone to go with her because it was just really challenging. Okay, so where am I at now? I think I'm at 35. Am I at 35 or am I at 1604? Let's see. I think I'm at 1604. So you know, it was kind of cool, like going up there, and she wasn't like, you know, she didn't really, I mean, she was thin, but not like she had to wear a wig. She had a really nice wig, and she was single, and and she'd go out with guys, and then she'd tell them I have cancer, and she goes, dinner's going to be cheap because I really can't eat a lot, right, or whatever. But her ex-husband, I mean, I still refer to him as a husband. He was very nice to her because they had like 5 kids together, and it was he actually agreed to get her a house, help get her a house before they got divorced because so I don't have any. They just had a falling out, man. And got divorced, man. They were married. They were together for like 25 years, and I'm friends with the guy, and he still invites me over, man. He's a nice guy. Just I'm not gonna hold it against him because but my sister even learned to like love him because he was over there helping her, and she had a boyfriend, and he was like my brother-in-law, he went and picked up my sister, and he wasn't obligated to, and they would go together to family events because he just knew that she couldn't do it. That she was going to need help and all that stuff. But I tell you what, and like when you have a loved one like that, man, with cancer, man, and and I was talking to my mom on her drive back Monday from West Texas. I was talking to her. I go, when I was at her funeral, it was kind of bittersweet for me because, and what I mean by that is, I went through her agony with her, and I went through, I had her dying, okay, and and sometimes I could like drive and listen to it and just listen to her, but sometimes like I couldn't see, I would be tearing up so bad, and I had to pull over, and I told her, I go, Trish, I got to pull over. I mean, we can talk, but I got to pull over because I can't see right now because and I probably and I'd hug her and stuff, and but when and I actually saw this pain that she